Welcome guys to a brand new video on Black Clover Mobile. Now I wanted to talk about the current event in the game because I don't think it's actually that good. Now I know a lot of us are going to be like, wow, this is getting blown out of proportion, or this guy likes making hate videos on Black Clover Mobile. No, I don't. I know I do not. I just want to make sure that this game is good for everyone. I love this game so much that I don't want this game to fail, because currently in KR and JP, the game ain't doing too well. So I want to make sure that this game succeeds in global and not make silly mistakes. So the current event, in my opinion, is kind of a downer, in my opinion. The amount of stamina required is just way too much. Now I'm not saying it's impossible, I am just saying it is not worthwhile to do right now, especially when we are currently in early game in the game. So it's only been like over 2 weeks since the game has been released. Our main priorities is to actually build up our account. We're still relatively weak right now. We have so many other characters we want to build, so much stamina we need to dump into other stuff, so little time, that with this current event it actually just makes it even worse. Now this current event does have really good drops and good stuff. You can get yourself free Asta, free skill pages that you can max out, but the amount of stamina required is just not worth it, and it just doesn't feel good right now. So I wanted to make a video talking about how bad this is, and like I was gonna make it like a worst event. Like I was gonna say this is the worst event ever in a gacha game, like you should just ignore it. But honestly, it is possible to be done. You can definitely farm this. You do have to use a lot of stamina, which I definitely would not recommend. Like right now, the amount of stamina required to farm it is just not required or recommended, in my opinion, especially when you want to build up your characters. I don't know how much stamina you need to use a day, but from my calculation, so the last stage, I believe you get like 6 drops. I can't remember, but I do have the calculations that I should be showing you guys right now. So the calculation shows us you need about 3000 stamina, 3250 stamina to be able to complete challenge stage. So the last challenge stage with the opportunity to, well, the way to get Asta. So you need to use 3000 stamina, which a lot of people will say, oh, that's good to get a free character. But okay, right now where we are in, do you really want to slow down your progression? Do you want to slow down your pacing just to do that? Now, can we please normalize having an event with a different stamina resource than the normal stamina we have in game? Because I feel like the best way to do events is to always make sure that your events does not require stamina that everyone needs for farming. So that would have been a better way to do this event, where you get a different type of stamina. Instead of trying to make this like drawn out and very long, they should have improved this by reducing the requirements. So you need 1300 of this event pass points to be able to even challenge the challenge stages, which right now a lot of us just don't have resources or stamina, sorry, to be farming this every single day, or to willingly dump the rest of all the stamina we could have used on that day on this silly event. Now, like I said, to get the free Asta, it just costs over 3000. Now we don't even know how hard the stage is currently in terms of like chapter, I think it's chapter 6. I don't know how hard it is with the bossing and the enemy, so I don't know if it's even possible for free-to-play players to do that. Just so imagine you use 3000 of your stamina just to have the chance to get Asta. You think you're going to be able to beat this, since this is the first event ever in the game, and you don't think it's going to be too hard, but you try to do it and it's just relatively hard and you can't get this free Asta. I'm not saying that the event doesn't have other good stuff you can get from the exchange shop, but once again, I also think it's like too expensive. Do I really think you should be farming it just to get those items in the exchange shop? Nah. The amount of stamina you guys will need to get the stuff in the exchange shop is way too much. That there is some good stuff you can get, like the guaranteed LR drop stuff, which is pretty good, but like the other stuff that you need to exchange just costs way too much. So in my opinion, to improve this event, they definitely need to change this up a bit. They need to, you know, reduce the requirements to the 1300. They need to change that right now. They also need to reduce the requirements to exchange the items in the shop as well, because honestly, I just think I'm going to ignore this event. Now it is 18 days right now to complete it, so you can technically take your time, but there is still a level of stamina, there's a certain amount of stamina you should be dumping into this event, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, it is still a lot. Now people are gonna be like, it's just like, let's just assume it's 600 a day. That is so much. That is so much stamina to dump into that event, especially when the way we get stamina is from the the AFK way. You can go into the shops as well to get some stamina. But like all of that stamina should be done and used in other places in this game. Now let's not forget as well, the event pass is also not worth getting if you're free to play player. 1,500 isn't bad, but unless you truly are going to be focusing on this event, you should not be buying the event pass, because the event pass, to level it up, you need to be taking part in the event, because you need that event pass. The 1,300 requirements, you need that as well for the event pass. So like I said, unless you can guarantee that you're going to be doing this event, trying to, you know, get every single item in there, which honestly is just not cost effective, then I just think the event pass is also bad. So they actually advertise this update as like, yo, get yourself free Asta, get yourself all of this stuff, but then the requirements is just insane. Like, it's just absolutely way too much. Now obviously the calculation I did, like I said, I will be showing you guys right now so you can see how much it costs, how much stamina. Overall is like 3,250, which, okay, thinking about it, we have 18 days. It is definitely possible to get yourself a free Asta, definitely it's possible, but the rest of the event stuff, the shops, is just way too much. Now obviously the 1,300 requirements to challenge the challenge stage is not exchangeable material, so you do get other drops. Now you do get characters that you can that increases your drop. So if you have Noel, season 2 Noel, and season 2 Charmy and Ghost, your drops increases 150%, which is good. But if you think about it, most free-to-play players didn't really go too balls deep on this event, or on this banner, sorry, so they probably only have Noel and maybe one other character as well. And essentially it's still going to take you a lot of stamina to start, you know, getting the items in the shop. So if you're thinking about getting stuff in the exchange shop, I think just getting the LR box as well as probably the mage pieces would be it. But like, the event itself just doesn't feel too good. Like, this is the first event they have in the game, and it just does not feel as good as it should be. Like, most people will look at this event and say, okay, is this how all the events is going to be like? Is a stamina drain, where we're currently in a situation where characters are released very, very fast. We're in a situation where we need to build them. We're still in early game. I want to build my characters. I want to be able to use the characters I summoned for, but if I use all my resources, all my stamina right now, I'm not going to be able to build those units. Once you use your stamina in the event, that is it. All you have now is just a bunch of exchange materials that you can only use to get one LR box, when you could have used all of that stamina to farm for bond levels and whatnot. Now yes, you can take your characters in this stages to upgrade your bond levels, but at the same time you're only going to be doing that for your season 2 characters, because those are the characters that give you extra drop. So you can use, so let's just assume, actually no, you can also use other characters as well, but it's still, I don't think it's going to be as efficient as using the bond stages to increase the bond levels of your characters. So technically you can be leveling up your character's bond level, as well as increasing the XP a bit, as well as being able to get exchange material by doing this event. But compared to the amount of other stuff you could be doing with your stamina, it is kind of costly. It's way too costly to do. So I don't think this event is that good. Like, honestly, I don't think it's that good. Now people are going to say I'm over exaggerating, because I have made a couple of videos talking about some of this stuff that the game has that isn't really good. So many people are going to think I'm just making too many videos talking about bad stuff with the game, but let's not pretend. This event is not good. It's not good. It's okay. It's at best okay, or like passable. That is literally it. So they could have really done a really good job with the fact that, yo, free Asta, a way to get yourself maxed out skill page, SSR max skill pages as well. They could have advertised it by making sure the event is just not too costly with the stamina, or giving us a second stamina system for the event, so that now everyone would be like, yo, we can not only get a very, very top tier character like season 2 Noel, we can now get Asta, we can get this, even though Asta isn't really like a strong character, we can get all of this SSR mage pieces. Like, this is so good. But now what we're going to be thinking with this event is, should I be using my resources on this? Is it worth using? And the straight answer is no, not right now. Like, currently right now, no. Early game, no. Right now we want to build our characters. Right now you want to make sure you have a lot of resources for when Julius comes out in a couple of days. You want to make sure that you can build the characters you've summoned for. So right now that event just sucks. I'm gonna say that right now, it just sucks. So tell me down in the comment section if you agree or disagree. Stay tuned for more content on Black Clover Mobile. I absolutely love this game, and that's why I'm very critical with the game. I want this game to succeed. If you take a look at JR, KR and JP, the game is not doing that well compared to how much you could be earning. And that's why I want to make sure that the global launch is successful. I want to make sure that no one hates this game for some of the stuff they do. So giving them some critical advice is definitely worth it right now. So make sure that people stick with this game, because this game is actually very, very fun, very, very free to play friendly. But right now, with the increased banners pacing and everyone just wanting to spend their stamina on upgrading their characters, this new event just takes that away. So I feel like they could have improved this event severely, like significantly. Sorry, this event could have been a lot better than it is currently right now. I don't know where they think people are getting stamina from, but I would rather use my stamina to get resources from my Julius. I'll use my stamina on getting some talent upgrades as well, getting some LR drops from the regular LR farming thingy, you know what I mean. There's also a limited amount of LR boxes you can get from the events as well, so it's not like, yo, you should be going into this event to get all of that stuff. Oh well, you should obviously, but it's not like, oh wow, this event will always be good. It's just not a good stage in general. Now we do have 18 days, like I said, so you can technically take your time with it, but every time I dump 200 stamina in this event, I'm just gonna be so annoyed. I'm just gonna be so annoyed. Like I am losing out on progression because of this event. Also, let's not forget, we do have a hacking problem right now in the world raid, world boss, sorry. That is also an issue that I probably will make a video on as well, because essentially once the hackers kill the world boss, like so many people are going to lose out on like good resources, and it just sucks. So I feel like there needs to be some compensation with that as well, but hey, we'll talk about that in another video. But don't forget to like and subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Black Clover Mobile. I would like to hear your opinion, and please, if you're going to dislike the video, please now just tell me down in the comment section why you disagree with what I'm saying, or if you agree, tell me down in the comment section. I don't like this event, and if you do like it, that's whatever. Tell me down in the comment section, we can talk. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.